America is trapped in a war it cannot win, cannot stop and cannot walk away from. And nobody is telling you the truth about why. What I am about to break down will change how you see every headline, every market move, and every dollar in your bank account for the rest of this decade. This is not politics, this is the financial architecture of your life being dismantled in real time. The United States is bleeding out in Iran, not just militarily, economically. The Pentagon burned through $5.6 billion in munition in 48 hours with a B Tomahawk missile that take years to manufacture, were consumed in less than 100 hours. The war is costing roughly $1 billion a day. And here is what no one in mainstream media will say out loud. America cannot stop, not because it does not want to, because the price of stopping is worse than the price of continuing. Imagine tomorrow the US picks up the phone call, Tehran. What does Iran demand for full withdrawal from the Middle East? Permanently. Every base, every ship, every soldier gone. And reparation in the hundreds of billions of dollars. Now most people hear that and think so. What? Let them leave. But if you understand how money actually works, you know that withdrawal is not actually work. You know that withdrawal is not a military decision. It is an economic death sentence. Here is why the entire American economy runs on something called the petrodollar. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, they sell their oil in US dollars. Every country on earth that needs energy has to hold dollars. That creates permanent global demand for the US currency. Then those Gulf states take their oil profits and pour them back into American treasury bonds. American markets, American debt, that recycling mechanism is the only reason the United States can function with nearly $40 trillion in debt. It is the life support machines of the American economy. Now the moment America leaves the Middle East, that protection over the Gulf state vanishes. The only regional power left standing is Iran. The Gulf nations have no choice. They fall under Iranian influence, and the second they do, there is zero reason to keep selling oil in dollars. Zero reason to keep recycling profit into American market. The petrodollar dies, and with it the entire foundation of American financial power. A country sitting on $40 trillion in debt with no mechanism to serve it. That is not a recession, that is a collapse, but it gets worse. Japan and South Korea are watching America struggle against a mid-tier regional power and asking themselves a devastating question. If America cannot handle Iran, cannot really protect us from China, from North Korea, the answer they are arriving at is no. So they militarize, they stop buying American weapons, they stop funding American military infrastructure. Another pillar of the US economy crumbles. Europe draws the same conclusion. If America is retreating from the Middle East, why are we still fighting America's proxy war in Ukraine at catastrophic cost to ourselves? Europe makes peace with Russia, NATO fractures, the 80-year Western alliance system begins to disintegrate. Add it up all, petrodollar gone, Asian allies pulling away, European alliance fracture, global demand for the US dollar evaporate, reserve currency status, the one thing holding the entire American financial system together, disappears, and $40 trillion in debt become unsustainable. That is why America cannot leave. Of course, this is the reason why America cannot leave. The cost of staying is enormous. The cost of living is extinction. So, what about escalation? And what about winning by force? Let us see. Thank you.